It's Week 9 of the National Football League. And up next is one of the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Jets and the Texans on Thursday
EA Sports
night.
coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come in playing well on both sides of the ball, winners of 6 of their last 8 games. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Texans offense heading out behind their quarterback in his 2nd season. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
And he's coming off of a truly remarkable rookie season where he quieted a lot of his doubters in a most emphatic fashion. Remember, going into the draft, many thought he was the number 2 quarterback coming out of college. He proved quickly he was a top quarterback going into the NFL. One of the best rookie seasons by a quarterback in recent memory. And what's scary about it, he's not even close to reaching his ceiling.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Jets defense.
And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Jermaine Johnson
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
over the middle. He gets it to Collins.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They run for it with Mixon, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their 36-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Hey, you block over here. Jumbo! 150.
Rodgers going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 88.
To throw, it's Rodgers. A quick throw, but incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. And he has been a monster in the red zone here in these first couple of months of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns. Stroud working out of the gun.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Here we go.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Texans football to start quarter 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Inside handoff to Mixon. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. To throw is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
630.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Get 300. Get 300.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40.
His pass complete to Ruckert.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Paul want to give up the middle.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Over.
Now Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to give that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Here's Allen. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Braylon Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
He'll complete this one to count.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I play?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch.
And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose.
And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that had been knocked loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us are playing.
Yeah, right. Too humble.
Yeah, this. Hey, check 26.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers.
He finds Wilson, and he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now Rodgers.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Stroud looking to throw. Taking a shot for down here.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston.
Takedown.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Here's Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. The best of the early games on Sunday may just be in Buffalo, where the Bills face a big test as they'll square off against the Miami Dolphins. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the LA Rams. Finally, on Monday Night Football, Election Night Eve, the Super Bowl rematch from a few years back, Bucs and Chiefs from Arrowhead. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's run the ball well to this point in the season, right there in the mix for NFL leaders in rushing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around it. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Texans scoop it, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Mixon is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Now Stroud. Touchdown! Tank Dell, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn.
Hey, unlock right. Bronco switch. Bronco check. Panther.
And the lead is down to 2. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. Rodgers now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now it's Rodgers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. On play action, Rodgers on the move to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
26.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive court.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
Keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
That's caught again by Schultz. Dances by him. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
And New York set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
From the 39, Rodgers. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rodgers.
This completes a Corley.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Here we go.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
Stroud. That's complete to Dell.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
69 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Once again, they run with Mixon. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Stroud to throw it.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. 5 plays there on that drive, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. To throw, it's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. That one taken in by Corley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And quickly they get to the line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10 from the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. The Texans send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Eluding the pressure right. There's Hall bringing in another one. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
58! Hey, 88! 88! 88! That's good for a Jets.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rodgers going to throw. And check down complete to Hall. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. And again, it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Throwing now is Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
First down, Texans.
Mixing up the middle. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Texans, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week.